that now. Fantastic. So tell me about, how do I say your name? Is it Yongzho?
Oh, it's Yongzho.
Yongzho.
Good.
Okay, great. So tell me about what you'd like to talk about.
I still have that I kind of intellectually know that this understanding is there already. That if I let go of my mind searching for it, it is there. I know that, but somehow, I know, but my subconsciousness won't allow me. So a lot of tension around my old injuries, kind of not letting go.
Yes. Yeah. So tell me a bit more about what you've done in the Inside Out Understanding, or the 3 principles. When you say, I know this understanding is there, what do you understand by the understanding?
Since 2016, just two and a half years ago, right? I listened to Michael Neal's a talk on through internet. I just felt all the way through, like listening to other lectures, I kind of easily got lost in the middle and not interested. But his talk really intrigued me, and he mentioned Citibanks. So I searched for Citibank, everything related to that. And I listened to all you guys sharing it. And a lot of time, quite sometimes I was really touched, by the story, the transformational story. A lot of times I am in tears. And so I've been listening a lot, and I even managed somehow. Financially, I couldn't make it, but I got the idea that I have to do this. So I managed to put on a note on my Facebook and asking for financial support, and I will pay back whoever can lend me some money, some money. And my friends did help me.
Oh, wow.
That, right? So I went to United States for 3PG event in LA, and then go to Salt Spring Island.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so I did. And then later on, a year later, I went to UK for another 2 retreat, short one, like 2.5. Right? And that time I was kind of, maybe you can say that desperate. I must get it this time, like, because I still couldn't pay back the money I borrowed from my friends. And somehow my family, my father supported me a bit. So I paid only one-way ticket to UK. That if I can't make it this time, I can die there or anywhere. and wouldn't want to go back like that. But after I did go there, and taken the retreat, the 2 retreats, at some moment I did experience a deep connection. Like day 1, comparing to day 1, at day 3, at some moment when I was in the 3 people group sharing with my colleagues, and I can feel, wow, it was very different now at that moment, that my heart is all out to him, listening to him, instead of the 2 days before, I kind of judging or a distance between me and him. Yeah, I can feel that. I totally went all heart to him. I can feel that connection. Yeah.
Yes, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Excuse me?
Where do you live?
You mean?
Yeah, where are you based?
Oh, now I'm back in Taiwan.
In Taiwan, okay. I wasn't sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'm back in Taiwan. Somehow, my travel to UK, Europe, I was supposed to get this understanding, and I can work everywhere, right? But my tools, my health issues just flared up after I took the 2 retreats there. My urine urgency, I get incontinence all the time, and then I just get fever every night.
Yeah, tell me about your injuries. Tell me about the physical situation.
Oh, my injury. It happened 25 years ago.
Wow.
When I was in college. Yeah, I was practicing this spontaneous movement. It's a qigong, right? When I relax into it, kind of falling asleep, but not actually sleep because I'm still standing. That kind of relaxing, and then it will move around to hit myself, some part that is blocked in energy, and I did. A lot of people get healthy through this, and I did improve a lot. But after maybe 6 months or so into this, one night, at that whole period, I was circling my neck. And at that night, I can feel I'm really rushed into it. I kind of rushed into it. And okay, you want to move, I let it move. And that night, I really hurt myself.
Okay.
After that quick spinning,
I
got dizzy all the time. I couldn't find ways to relieve it, and my disc, after some medical examinations done, they told me I should have surgery, like several discs broken.
Yes.
I need to fix them with major surgeries. But I decided I couldn't take surgeries then. Yeah. So I managed. I tried to find ways to heal myself.
And have you, or is it still as bad?
You mean, have I been improving all these years? Some part were, if I say some part is going down. Like, definitely I was very athletic at that time. I played volleyballs, I jumped around, and like I lost all this year like 10 kilograms. So, and my muscle weakness, like even worse, sometimes worse, to the point when I use my mouse, computer mouse, it won't point to the
Yes.
exact. Yeah. It's like that, very severe. So the nerves did have some damage.
Yes.
And
you also mentioned about fevers. Fever.
Fever. You mean temperature fever?
You said earlier that you have fevers at night.
Oh no, the fever at night. That part was what I mentioned when I was in UK and Europe.
Okay.
That's just then at that time.
Okay.
The tooth problem.
Okay.
At that time, but not constantly. Yeah. But these neural nerve issues and my muscle atrophied and muscle power weakness. Yes. So,
yeah. Oh, your English is so good. Your English is so good. So why tell me a bit more about why you didn't have the surgery, or why you don't have it now?
At that time, the major reason I didn't take the surgery was I kind of didn't trust Western medicine at that time, because I had already had 2 major surgeries in my childhood, like maybe 20 years earlier, when I was in elementary school, age 10, like that. I have 2 major surgeries around my arms, both arms. That's one time. And another time is similar surgeries on my glutes, both glutes. And the cuts are very huge. Somehow, at that time, doctors here thought they were solving problems. Yes, they did solve. I couldn't squat down with my knees. Yes, and when I ran, my knees were like frogs, open, like just like, oh, I had to open my legs. I couldn't hold the knees together. So
they screwed it up, basically.
Yeah, it did help. The 2 surgery did help some part of my function. At that age, my parents think I should take those surgeries, and I did. But it also created some other problems for me.
Yeah.
So I did, and that's so later on, like 15, 20 years later, when I had another, the neck problem, I already kind of lost the trust in Western medicine. Also because I was majored in medicine.
Okay.
I was a medical college student then, at that time. So it's probably the major reason. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we come right back to today, now, what would be most helpful to you? Because the physical stuff is there, and in my experience, when like, I think we can do a great deal to heal ourselves, and I think the body wants to heal, but it's sometimes we have to kind of embrace or accept first. In other words, do you think that you fighting all of this, fighting, you know, what's your story about it? Are you angry? Are you, how does that for you fit in with your understanding of the mind?
Yes, I did have some emotion attached to that. I can notice that. And somehow all these years I've been having these sufferings. It kind of helped me learn quite a bit about myself, including like, oh, how come I just this afternoon, I took a translation job now. And every time I took some job, I kind of in an urgency to finish it. Even I have quite some time before I can deliver it. But an urgency that I can do this, so I gotta get in this tension very quickly, so holding tight.
Yes.
After I realized I have done that, and also you said that the acceptance part. I kind of know that, and all these years I did have some experience that, oh, the body can be free of these pains, suffering, if my conscious level is at some level, some different level. I did experience that.
Yes, that's really good. That's really good. Somebody once said that suffering is like physical suffering is discomfort plus a story. Like
attached to each other.
Yeah. So it is possible, I think, to have discomfort and not suffer. And it sounds like you have experienced that.
Yes.
So I talk a lot about this experience of being at home in yourself, which is this peace of mind. Peace of mind, calm, very relaxed, where we are in touch with our in the moment wisdom, and that just feels really good. And I notice for myself that even if there is something physical going on, that diminishes, the discomfort diminishes if I am at home, and also that I don't mind so much anyway, because, as you said, my consciousness has gone to a different level. So let me ask you, do you believe it's possible for you to, and I'm not saying this is true or the case, but do you believe it's possible for you to have, for the rest of your life, these physical difficulties and still be whole, happy, joyful, and have a wonderful life.
Yeah, I can't believe that. Yeah,
Okay, great.
After listening to so many inspiring stories, a lot of people have even more difficult issues than me. Yeah, so I intellectually got that.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, subconsciously. Oh, how come I can't let go?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. So what is your life like if I was to follow you around for a week in Taiwan? What is your what is your experience of being alive? Are you, we all have kind of ups and downs, but like how would you describe your life?
If I observe myself, I know I've been quite some while because of this, maybe just won't go out, so don't tend to go out. And in my job right now, I can do, is doing this computer work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it does keep recreating.
Yes.
This tension. Yeah. I know it's a pattern.
Yes.
And if I, like yesterday, after like maybe already 1 or 2 months, I haven't been going out for some really joy and listening to my body. I've already accumulated a lot of stuff and tension. I went to a dance class that was pointing to a deeper connection, slowing down. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So it definitely helped a lot better. Otherwise, I may not be speaking so sensible English to you today.
Yes. So you're also perhaps, except for the dancing, great. You're kind of isolating. Is that true? You're pulling back from connections and other people and life.
Yes. Somehow I feel I have no. I know I have heart for all people, and I have no problems talking with people, strangers, or like. But yes, if I may say that my social, I don't call anyone. Like comparing, that's if I make a comparison to norms.
Yes.
I don't do that. So like
yeah.
So I do want to share, because I've been learning about this understanding, and I know it will help humanity, and I can see people are suffering, definitely not just in my country, all the world, right?
Yeah.
But here, I think I can share something.
Yeah.
But somehow I couldn't get touch with what you guys sharing. You know it when you know what to do, but I don't know what I can do for this part. So I just share my my Facebook, like just 1 week or 2 weeks ago, I did share what your retreat, the testimonials really got me touched. Oh, in 3 days, a lot of people in 3 days, they can drop into this deep understanding and life just a different story.
Yeah, transformation.
I love to share that. Yeah. So
yeah, thank you.
Just need to get grounding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's interesting. You know, the one of the things that I really saw very deeply is like we all have insecure thinking, right? I mean, it's just part of the human condition. But it kind of, when you see that none of that is true or real.
Yeah. Yes.
It's not that you stop having those insecure thoughts, or I can't do that yet, or I'm not good enough, or whatever it is. It's not that stops coming. It's just that you don't pay any attention anymore, because you see it for the illusion that it is. And so, you know, having the thought, I can't share this yet because my grounding isn't deep enough.
I don't have peace that I'm supposed to get yet. No.
Right. No. It's like, I remember George Pransky saying, you may have heard him say this, that in the first year after meeting with Sydney Banks, he only knew one thing, which was thought creates experience, thought creates. And he just said that to all of the people he met over and over and over again. That was all he knew. And it still made a difference. So don't underestimate how little goes a long way, you know. There are things that, you know, the two things in a nutshell that it comes down to for me is knowing that the mind only works inside out. And so we're living in the feeling of our experience 100% of the time. And number two, that we are innately okay. So, you know, we do have this built-in design of resilience and creativity and well-being, and this ability to, like, who and what we really are underneath all the thinking, underneath all the personal thinking, you know, is you have that exactly the same as Sydney Banks or me or Michael Neal or anybody else. Like, that's built in. So, you know, I see so many people in this understanding who wait because they never think their grounding is good enough. And like, that's a recipe for just never sharing it, you know? So like you can just start in small ways. But
and they say it a lot of times it is not what
it's not what you say. No. No, it's not what you say. And I can see and feel your heart, your love, your diamond. You know, I talk about the diamond. Have you heard me talk about that?
Yeah, you see.
Yeah, so I can see your diamond, and so the only, you know, it seems to me that it's not about adding anything that you don't already have. It's about dissolving or peeling away or letting go of the things that, you know, that horse shit around the diamond. It's dissolving that, and which is just about seeing it as thought, because it's never thought that's the problem. It's thought believed. It's thought that doesn't look like thought. It just looks like truth. So, but it's very common in human beings. It's almost universal that when we believe the horse shit about ourselves, then we're going to surround that. It's just very inevitable, and we surround that with this layer, this armor, this shield, and that manifests itself in lots and lots of different ways. But you know what I'm talking about. So it's like there's nothing to fear. I often say, as a very, very shorthand way of describing this understanding, it's all made up, number one, and it's all okay.
Yeah.
All made up, and it's all okay.
Yeah, even easier one.
It's much easier. Yeah. But you're so right. It's not about the content. When you share with people, it's always about the feeling.
People can feel you, right?
People can feel it. Yeah. Yeah. So let me come right back to the question I asked at the beginning, which is what would you love now to be different in your life, in your experience of your life? Just dream at me. And that can either be about external things, or it can be about internal things.
I like to be free using my physical body, like riding horses again. Praying with joy. That's what I love most.
Okay. Yeah. So that's why you're suffering so much. If that's your number one desire, nothing wrong with it. But the fact that you can't at the moment,
An inner toggle, right?
Yeah.
The word. Yeah.
That's where the tension is. That's where the struggle is. That's where the suffering is. One of my favorite quotes is Jeff Foster. Heaven, listen to this. Heaven is the present moment. Hell is wanting the present moment to be different. So there's a kind of a funny paradox in all this, that it's great to desire things, and freedom is a great thing to desire, but there are lots of different forms of freedom. You can have freedom in the mind. You can have that that peace and a cessation of suffering, even if you were sitting in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. Now, that's not to say it's not worthwhile aiming towards more physical flexibility and freedom, and I'm sure with your experience and training, some of the things that you can do that will help that. But I do think that's the nub of it. So what else would you love other than the freedom of the physical body?
And definitely what you are pointing to, that we are already having it. That part. Yes.
Yeah. Because interestingly, if you were the most athletic, sporty person in the world, and you could do anything and everything with your body, realize that your experience of that is still only coming through thought.
Yes, I know. I kind of know that even if you can do a lot physically, but still people can suffer.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. So I think that the direction obviously that I'm pointing you towards is home, is that diamond. It's knowing that you are whole and perfect, actually, regardless of what your physical body can or cannot do. And that your physical body is, it's nice to have one. And we need one. We need one as a human being. To be here in human form, we need that. But it's not who you are. It's not what you are.
Yeah. I know that intellectually.
I think you know it more than intellectually.
Uh-huh.
I think you know it deeper than that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to be able to just act in the world and not pay any attention to the insecurities. If that was possible, what does your wisdom say? What does your inner GPS say? What are some of the things that you might want to go and explore or do or play with?
Definitely some nice figured ladies.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and
your highest self. Your highest self. What would that like to do?
sing joyfully for the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would want to listen to that.
山中的白灵是无欠缺啥物，山顶的百合花，春天很芳美，总是全能的上帝，每日相思真福气。好地上番的结实，献出疼痛的根基，让花祝福满满，亲像海边土沙， 阮天主爱的到万世代。我要举手敬拜，出欢喜的歌声，学了称颂的名，永无散。
Woo! That was fantastic. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
How did it feel?
Oh, yes. Energized. And a little bit in tears.
Yes. Yes. Yes, me too. Amazing. I can see it now already in the newspapers. The singing coach of Taiwan. Yes. Yes. Yongzho changes. Yongzho shares joy and happiness in Taiwan. Fabulous. It's funny, on my 3-day workshop, we have an evening, the evening of day 2, where a lovely friend of mine comes in and asks people to sing without any accompaniment, just like you did just then. And then she works with them just for about 5 or 10 minutes, and it's different each time, but it's so moving when people fully step into the connection with themselves and also the connection with the other group, the rest of the group. And then she has them sing again. And it's not about the quality of the singing voice, that doesn't matter. But interestingly, the second time, after she's worked with them, to have them come home, to have them be present, the singing is 100 times better. Always, always.
Instantly.
And yeah, and it's very moving. You know, everybody's in tears always. Yeah.
Wow. Ooh. Good news for me.
Yeah. How fabulous. So tell me, just tell me something that you're going to take away from this call that will be helpful.
Go live life. Yeah, like live what I truly feel passion inside. Yeah.
Brilliant.
And definitely, I will. It's like they say this is life is contact sports. Yeah, definitely. Things will come, and things will be managed, and not by like Michael Nears. I listened to him that it's not about me.
No. It's funny, the less thinking we have about ourselves, the better we do. and the better life gets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send you something. I don't know if you've seen it. It's on my YouTube channel, but it's that process for meeting your true self,
Mm-hmm.
going beyond your body. I'll send you the link. And let me know what you think of that.
Thank you.
It's so lovely to meet you. And if you'd like to speak again, I'd be very happy.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
So I think we're done for now. Yeah.
It's good night, good evening from here.
Yeah. Good morning from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wishing you love and peace and joy,
Mm-hmm.
and everything that you already have.
Thank you.
I'll send you an email, Yongzho.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Take care.